Okay.
Plus less money being transferred over to the general fund, so that's why we had to compensate for that with the slight tax increase. But it continues to do what we've always been doing. That's not changed anything. But because we've not had to transfer so much money out of those funds, we can do cash products or cash projects instead of bond funding.
Okay. And so your tax rate was lower than the originally proposed tax rate. Is that correct?
The original, well, the one we adopted for consideration was the rollback
Was a
rate.
lot higher, yes.
But we tried to say, well, the night that we did that, that's not going to be the final rate. But that gives us some room to flex in here to look at, could we pay down debt? And the reason that we didn't take it any further was there are not that many bonds that we can call. Had we been able to call some bonds, we might have added a little bit more, tried to add a little bit more to the tax increase to be able to pay down debt. But we don't have bonds that are due, that come due for a couple of years. So we were able to hold the rate at about 1.56, $15.60 a year on a $100,000 home, roughly $1.25 a month.
Okay. So three members of the dais refused to vote on any budget that would include a tax increase. I mean, what do you say to that when, after you just kind of explain how it'll save people more money in the long term?
They have a difference of opinion, and they have every right to that opinion. And we'll see at the end of the year if I'm wrong or if they were wrong.
Okay.
But I think everybody ought to see, starting in October, they're starting to notice that their fees are going down because this takes effect October 1st. So there is a drop in the fees, and that's for this year and next year and the next year and the next year. That's where the transparency comes in. For that rate to go up, a council will have to vote in the future to raise the franchise fees from 5 to 6%. So there's a level of accountability. There's a layer of transparency that's being added to what we're doing.
Okay.